We called a kid Knucks for fingering his butthole. Junior year of high school, before school started, everyone would come in, go to their lockers, and just sit in the hallway, talk bullshit, whatever. Come in the hallway, and there's literally a kid standing at the edge of the doors. Before you even step fully into the hallway, he's like, so and so fingered his butthole. Tell everyone. What? The whole class is laughing. Well, everyone on our floor, basically our entire class, is just dying laughing. So and so fingered his butthole. Everyone's saying it. Kids are walking right up to this poor bastard and saying, bro, did you really finger your butthole? And kid's adamant. I didn't finger my butthole. Don't listen to him. Obviously, it's hilarious if it's true because who would do that? Supposedly, the story is kid videotapes himself on Snapchat, fingering his butthole, sends it to some chick. She tells a bunch of people. That's how the rumor started. And what threw us off was one of the kid's quote unquote good friends is telling everyone that he fingered his butthole. And we're like, bro, why are you blasting this? Like, no matter how messed up it is, if one of my friends did that, I wouldn't say shit. I wouldn't say a word to anybody. Before school even starts, everyone's calling him Knucks and Knuckles. You're just like, this poor kid. And don't get me wrong, like, again, it's hilarious. Like, Knuckles. Knuckles is the funniest nickname I've ever heard for that. It's like, bro, he went knuckles deep, bro. His name is Knucks. That's crazy. All day, this rumor just flies through our junior class, and this kid is just getting called Knucks, like he's just getting lit up for this, only to find out at the end of the day, it was actually in my last class of the day, my math class, a kid in my class started the rumor because he videotaped himself eating his own jizz and sent it to a chick. So he started the butthole rumor to cover up the fucked up shit that he did. My mind was blown by the end of the day. And to this day, there was never any video evidence of any of this. It's all rumor. They're both rumors as far as any of me and my buddies know. But it was just such a crazy day because you're like, you started a rumor that stuck with that kid forever. Like, that kid was called Knucks by somebody until the day we graduated, even after it was only ever a rumor. And then that rumor came out, and you're like, bro, who would eat their own jizz, bro? Like, that is so messed up. I remember our class was split pretty much 50-50 on which one was actually true. And to this day, we don't know. You know, like I said, I don't know. Maybe something came out, but don't get me wrong. I was laughing my ass off at the nickname Knucks. But you're like, that kid's whole reputation gets ruined. We don't even know if the Jizz Eater, if that was true or not either. So it's like both these kids have these horrible rumors floating around about them throughout our entire school. And neither of them were ever proven true or false. So it's like, how do those kids feel? Like, that's brutal. Then you start sitting there going, damn, I wonder what people are saying about me. Like, that's terrible. So that was a powerful lesson for me in the fact of, like, if I repeat a story like that, I'm making sure I tell everyone it's a rumor unless I know for sure that it's otherwise. Because until I see proof, and I wouldn't want to see proof of either of those things, but until I see proof, and that's how I am to this day, until I see proof or evidence of that, it's a rumor. And I will tell it that it's a rumor. You know, if I choose to repeat it, I'm telling everyone it's a rumor. I have no proof of this. So, because just I cannot imagine how I'd feel if everyone was asking me if I fingered my butthole and I didn't even do it. Like, I'd be like, "What are you talking about? I'd never do something like that." You know, so I can't imagine what that kid's day was like and how shitty it would be to have that rumor floating around when you didn't do shit. You know, so that was a crazy story, and it just goes to show how crazy rumors can get when it comes to flying around. And like I said, how messed up that one of his supposed friends is starting a rumor about him to cover up some messed up shit that he did. You know? And again, to this day, I don't know if either of those are true. So maybe they're both true, maybe they're both lies. I don't know. But damn, messed up stuff. I think they were both snapping the same girl. So maybe she started the rumors. I don't know. But just those are brutal rumors if so. And you're just like, damn, this bitch just had it out for him, you know? Like, that's brutal. It's brutal. Crazy, crazy story. I'll never forget those just because of how out of pocket those rumors were and how quickly the stories and rumors escalated all within a day. All within a day's time. And that's today's story of my advice on rumors. And I also need to give a shout out to Cash Rogers. He's a fan. These two chicks named Maddie and Mackenzie Ziegler, who are influencers, don't respond to his DMs, and he really, really would like a response. And the reason I'm even saying this is because I think that is total bullshit. If you are famous, if you're an actor or a celebrity or a professional athlete or somebody, if you're famous outside of social media, fine. But if you are just a straight up influencer and you get famous on social media, you are the most arrogant fucking prick if you don't respond to comments and DMs from your fans. Because you only are in the position that you're in because people liked your shit enough to follow you at some point. So who are you to think you're too big or too important or too special to reply to somebody on the fucking social media? It takes 2 seconds. And if you're so big and the responses are so overwhelming, then you should be big enough to be able to hire somebody to fucking respond to your fans. That is complete horseshit. All these social media influencers say, I'm sorry, my following's just so huge and I'm just got such an overwhelming response. It's too much to manage. Then hire someone to do it and have them reply the way that you would to your people. Because you're only in any position of relevance or success because your content has gotten you a following. So you should reply to the people who appreciate the content that you make. And maybe I'm totally wrong in saying that, but I'm technically, according to the standards that are required, I am technically a social media influencer, and I reply to all my fans. It might take me a fat minute to respond, but once I do, they know it. So, in my opinion, there's no excuse to not reply to a fan or not engage with a fan. If you see him out in public, if you get DMs or messages, you should reply to him. And again, maybe that's a completely incorrect perspective, but for me, in my opinion, if you're strictly just a social media person and you get famous on social media, you should reply to the people that made you famous. You are only in the position you're in because those people followed you and took an interest in what you were doing. So, there's my rant on here for today. So, also hit 8,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's a blessing. It's crazy. Like I said, to be where I am on my social media pages, that's crazy. I am a random dude from Crittenden, Kentucky who's trying to get a couple movie scripts sold. So, to have my social media where it is, that's a blessing. I appreciate all of you, seriously, from the bottom of my heart. That's really cool. And I hope they're all real people. I think they are. That's why I try to always respond to comments because it really means a lot to me that, and like I've said on here before, whether you think my stories are fake, real, or you just enjoy them for the entertainment or the life lessons, or you listen to these and you go, this kid is the worst, I never want to be like this dude, I'm fine with any of that. Because my goal, honestly, is just to share my stories, my experiences, my perspectives, and hopefully somebody can take away from it in a beneficial way, regardless of what that is. Hope everyone's well. That's today's episode, Talks with Tom. Peace out. Also, go follow my boy Siege. He's the music that I use on Talks with Tom. I think his stuff is fire. I don't know who wouldn't. So, Siege, hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good birthday. And yeah, we'll be back soon. Talks with Tom.